Why God feels quiet right now when you need Him. I know you have been crying out in the dark, asking God for a clear sign. You're asking God for an answer. You're asking God for a quick way out of this pain. You prayed with all the faith you had left, but instead of a loud voice or a sudden miracle, you are met with pure silence. It feels like your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling, leaving you feel alone, confused, and wondering if somehow God has forgotten about you in your hardest moment. I'm here to tell you today that the silence of heaven is not a sign of God's absence. When a teacher is giving an important test, the classroom goes completely quiet. God is not ignoring your tears. God has not turned his back on your situation. His silence is actually a powerful signal that he's working behind the scenes on something so big that words cannot even describe it yet. You need to understand that God often stays quiet when He's doing the most important work in your life. When a seed is planted in the ground, it sits in pitch black darkness and in total silence. That seed, it feels buried, it feels completely lost, and it feels completely forgotten. But in that quiet, dark place, that is not a graveyard, that is a womb. And that is where you are right now. That is the exact place where new life is given. That is a place where your roots are going to grow from. And when the growth begins, the ground breaks open. The silence you're experiencing right now, that is God building deep spiritual strength inside your spirit. He's teaching you how to trust your heart even when you cannot track His hand. The enemy wants you to believe that God's quietness means that He has abandoned you. But the truth is that God is holding you closer right now than He has ever done before. Right now, God is keeping you safe under His wings until this storm passes. If you believe this word is meant for you, I want you to type in the comments, God is working for me, to affirm this message in your spirit. I want you to listen to me closely. Heaven is not sitting idle while you suffer. While you are waiting in the quiet, God is moving hearts, God is changing circumstances, and God is opening doors that no human being will ever be able to shut in your face again. He's keeping you silent, so do not speak out of fear. So you do not speak out of fear or compromise your promise and your miracles before they arrive. God told me to tell you this. Where you feel completely stuck, God is preparing a smooth path forward. Where you feel spiritually drained, God is filling your heart with supernatural peace. Where you feel totally forgotten, God is preparing a public blessing that is going to shock everyone around you. The quiet season you've been going through, it is almost over. You are about to see that every silent prayer you whispered was heard loud and very clear in heaven. God was simply waiting for the exact time, for the exact moment to step in and turn your story around for good. As you're sitting there waiting for your breakthrough, do not let fear control your thoughts. Stop trying to figure out every little detail on your own strength. I want you to take a deep, peaceful breath and rest in the comfort of God's love. I want you to remind yourself of all the triumphs God has brought you through in the past. Remind yourself of all the mountains you went through, all the valleys you crossed, and God never left you. That same God who carried you through your last storm is the same God who is standing with you right now in this quietness. So stand firm in your faith. Do not be shaken. Do not be moved. Walk with your head held high. Your situation is not going to end in defeat. Your situation is not going to end in embarrassment or failure. You are stepping into a season where the silence will break, and it will break with a sudden shower of joy, peace, and unexpected blessings. So hold fast into this word. Hold fast into what God is promising you right now. Hold fast into this comforting reassurance in your heart today. And know that deep down in your heart, God's quietness is not his refusal. That is divine preparation for your restoration.